So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we are here with a this is a special review here. This is a special video. We are looking at the, I don't want to say SDCC, because apparently this is the summertime exclusive. This guy is going to be fan channel, this guy is going to be conventions, PulseCon, and he was, yes, at SDCC, but this is Death's Head. This is a figure that hits, he's near and dear to me. He's not my favorite character in the world, but this is a character that has hit so many of my fandoms from various writers, from various continuities. Death's Head is a creation by Simon Furman, and as you can see, this is not my first foray with this character in action figure form. This is the only Marvel Universe or 3.75 figure that I own, and I do enjoy him. In fact, I bought him twice. I bought him once, thought, hey, this isn't my thing, sold him to a friend of mine, and then bought a second one. I even reviewed this guy on my way old WordPress site, okay? This character goes back far for me. That's why I brought him out here. He'll camp out over here in this really cool mug. But I digress. Death's Head, he first appeared in Transformer comics by Simon Furman. And he was in a lot of the exclusives. I'll float like one of the covers here somewhere. So he started out literally as a character the size of a Transformer, and he fought with them. He fought Galvatron. He worked with Rodimus. He was in the Transformers, just a non-transforming bot. Then he got literally shunted by Unicron into some kind of vortex and actually came in contact with Doctor Who, where he got turned from Transformer size to more human size. So that's two of my big fandoms. And then of course got stuck to the Marvel Universe, where he's come across the Fantastic Four, he's fought the event with and against the Avengers, and then of course they had Death's Head 2, the second character, which I had that mini-series with awesome art by Liam Sharp. Even if you can't find the originals, I don't know if they've got trade paperbacks, but the whole Marvel UK thing, I was in love with that art back in the day. So, and then of course he had his own 10-issue series, he had the incomplete Death's Head. There's a whole lot. Like, this is a character who is, I hate saying this, like, Z-list character here. This guy is not Wolverine level. This guy is no Venom level. But he just permeates all the fandoms, and I am so glad we finally get a proper Marvel legend of him. This is a figure you could put in with Transformers. You can put, I don't know if you could put it with a Doctor Who display, but you can just put, and of course with your Marvel Legends. So I was very, very excited, and I know I shouldn't be giving this guy the box now, but I gotta talk about the box. The art here, this is replicating the old Marvel card, which I collected back in the day. So I actually have a second one of these on order from Helidope Toys. So I know I ordered this one from Pulse, but I actually am buying two because I do want to open this guy up, but I do want to keep one sealed because this box is fantastic. I love the art here on the back. We've got the stats on here. Dragon's Claw was another comic from the Marvel time, but we've got his background on here, his old tech specs. It's just, this is fandom done right. The Death's Head logo on here. I want to say the only thing that wasn't done right with this was the rollout from SDCC. After they put these legends up here, I mean, you can find rants and raves about it everywhere. He sold out before he was even available. Yeah, but as you can see, I got one on hand. So, alright, enough rambling. I know some of you guys are cringing. Let's get this box open and talk about the toy. We have Death's Head here out of the box. And, oh boy, how can I put this? I'm fairly satisfied with this. There are some choices, I understand why they made them, there's some choices I kind of question. But considering this is it right here, I do not see them making another version of this anytime soon. Like I said before, this guy is not exactly a must known must-own character for the die-hard Marvel fan. Omni geeks like me, yeah, we love this kind of stuff. But I get where they are, but there's some things I don't say they feel like they rushed it, but I feel like they didn't think everything through. A very good amount of accessories, almost the appropriate amount here. I always will want more, but I'm pretty happy with it. This is using the Colossus body as a base, which is absolutely fine. It's an all-metal body, single jointed elbows, the clutch, the weight, the chest on here is a basic notch on there, which again for a robot I don't mind, because this guy is a giant robot. No organic parts whatsoever. Painting is 90% there. Yeah, 90. Yeah, I'll say it. 90% there. I mean, I'll always want more. I do like the fact we got the ring painted on here, just to break out the 3.7, the old version here. That was not painted originally. The belt is really well done here with all the individual emblems on it. I wouldn't have minded maybe him shinier. I'll say this. I would not have minded this guy's a more silver look to it. And the head and the body are two different plastic types. So again, a little more on there would have gone a long way. Possibly a wash. Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about that. That is actually one of my biggest issues, what just happened here. A wash would have been nice, and considering I'm getting two of these, I'm almost considering putting a wash on this one. I love all the nicks, the burns here on the chest armor especially. Very, very nice touch. Everything is weathered on here. We look at his weapons, which we'll get to in the accessories, but they are nicked and notched. This guy has seen things. This guy has been in battles, and he has survived all of them. That is something I love in this design. There's some parts here, just in general, with how the nicking and weathering goes. I don't know how they'll use them again, but I wouldn't mind it. The knuckles being painted, that's fantastic. The spikes on the heels, on the ankles, yay. That's really well done. I don't know, I just think I would have liked him either shinier. It's gonna sound weird. I want him shinier, yet duller at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, this is all just too clean. But again, I can dry brush if I want to. The actual death's head here, this looks great. He's not grinning. Those aren't quite teeth, but it works. And those beady eyes are fantastic. When I'm talking about the design here, like you just saw how easy this hand popped out. This is actually on a vertical hinge. Dang it. Yeah, this is on a vertical hinge, which is exactly what I want for something that's going to be holding a melee weapon. The problem is this right here is just too deep. This whole thing should be just a little shallower because it's preventing the hand from doing what it needs to do. And that is annoying. Or like I said, I have to pop it out and then adjust the peg and put him back in. So that does bug me. As you see, I've got him holding the mace here, but he does have a plug here. We'll talk about that in a second. Actually, I'm going to pull off his other weapons here real quick. Put you down. Oh, actually, before I do, his cape, really well done. I am not a fan of these hard plastic capes. I always, of course, will prefer soft goods. But this is heavy, so it does make him a little back heavy, but it kind of supports him as well. I love the tattering in here, and these folds look very natural. And I still prefer this soft plastic over that a hard plastic shell like that came with the Red Widow, for example. I hate those kind of capes. So a little bit of flexibility works. If you have a stand, you can kind of pop it up there. Again, I always will prefer cloth and wired, but this is nice. This isn't bad at all. Go put him over here real quick. I like these. Don't you like these crates? I do. His accessories. We've got his shield here, which can actually hold all three weapons back here. If you look at some of his art, that's how he usually has them. Sometimes he also has a rifle, but he's usually much more known for close combat fighting. The shield can basically be he can hold it in his hand like a buckler, because it is a buckler shield, it's a small one. And then these weapons here, Yes, he can hold them, but the way he would do in the comic is he would actually take his hand off, which, this is going to sound weird. I think I would have preferred this hand, I would have had these reversed. So that way I could make it look like he's holding his hand, because he's usually changing his weapons out for this hand, because you could then take, we'll take the axe here, and plug that into the hand port, and he would just be wailing away with this. I think I would have liked it the other way around, because one, if that hand's popping out so easy, I could pop the weapons in, but I can almost make him look like he's doing the whole bracing the wrist with a weapon in hand stance. So that's, again, that's just me. I'm happy I got them. He also comes with 2 fist hands, because he did actually punch out Cyclonus, if I recall, so that's pretty neat. He doesn't mind getting down and dirty, knocking people out, because he is not a bounty hunter, he is a freelance peacekeeper. So, but yeah, this is done. I like how he looks when he has the weapon in hand. I was almost going to comment that I wouldn't have minded, 2 paints maybe on the handle and all, but I think this looks nice. And again, I do love the nicking and scratching in the weapon. As we did see, he has both he has the axe, he has a mace, and he has a rocket that he sometimes uses. Also, in the comic, you could take out the axe. Oh, of course. And he actually would have his hand like this, and it would work almost like a blaster. So, I would not mind some 3D printers out there making other weapons, or even better looking weapons. Or that's just me, though, being a nitpicker. Again, I like the buckler, how it has the weathering on there. Maybe I would have minded a wrist mount for it, because the 3.75 version of him actually could. Oh, there you go. He can hold the shield, yay. But if you ever watch someone fight with a buckler, it's kind of cool. It is designed to be small. It's not a design, just so you know, fun fact, it's not designed to be a shield specifically for cover fire. It's literally to get in the middle, just to really, literally protect himself while he runs into somebody, and just to deflect a sword and get in close. Just, there's your military stuff for you right there. It looks good on his back. A few other things to keep in mind. The joints are actually kind of stiff. I definitely recommend hitting him with a hairdryer. Like when I was moving the legs, the boots on, bending the knees, I don't say this started to pull apart on here. The knee itself, the kneecap was definitely stiffer on the top part than at the bottom. Again, I always say I prefer stiff over loose, but I also don't like it to interfere with my play when posing and all. Some areas I don't say feel loose, but some of the joints, again, it's probably more the boot swole than anything else. Seems to be one of the weaker points of contention. And again, this peg hole here is driving me crazy. I wonder if I could put some kind of sealant in there to kind of narrow it out, or make it a little more shallow. But this hand just pops out way too easy. And the head on the neck is also a little on the looser side. I didn't mention this is on the old disc swivel. I do like that. So he definitely can get ourselves a good, you're gonna come peaceful, you're gonna come with me easy, yes, type of look to it. I swear, every time I hear Beast Wars Megatron talk, I'm always thinking of this guy, because Simon Furman also wrote him with the whole yes at the end of everything in his dialogue. So I would say there are 2 camps to be in for this figure as far as recommending it. If you are like I am, you're someone who is familiar with this figure, with this character, if you read him in Transformers, if you saw him in Doctor Who, if you read his old stuff, if you know who this guy is, yes, absolutely pick him up. If you are a casual Marvel Legends collector, I would not say don't worry yourself on tracking him down. It's a decent figure. You know, if this was a regular release, I would be saying this guy's probably a B+ on there. Again, just because it is, frankly, a legend, and it does have some of the issues Legends figures has. It has that whole... It could have been perfect if they did X, Y, or Z factor to it. That's probably my biggest thing. I know they could have done better with him. I know but, you know, money, time, and things like that. At the same time, I never thought I would have him. This is not, again, a in-demand character. This is not, you know, a Spider character. This is not a major Fantastic Four villain. This is not going to be a character in the MCU anytime soon. This guy, when he pops up, few fanboys are happy or start clamoring and cheer, and everyone else wonders why. What's the big deal? I'm, of course, in that camp of clamoring with cheer. You know, I've read every Death's Head comic, Death's Head 3.0, Death Wreck-It. I read all that stuff. I am that guy. So I'm happy that I have him. And again, like I said, I bought 2. But if you're the more casual, low-key collector, I wouldn't be going nuts and paying a ton of aftermarket prices for him. Plus, like I said, you can go to places like Helidope Toys, Big Bad, whatever. They've got him right now, I believe, still, and he will probably appear at PulseCon as well. But let me know your thoughts down below. That's the fun part of the comment section. I read them, I acknowledge them. You tell me I'm doing something wrong, I'll work on changing it. I apologize for the pre-box rambling, by the way. It's just, again, this is a character that's a big deal for me. I said have loved this character for many, many years. But let me know your thoughts. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and most importantly, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.